as I'm revamping the interior of the Cougar here, I wanted to install a sound deadener underneath the rug. When I purchased this car, it had no interior originally, and I just quickly threw a aftermarket rug in the vehicle. But none of the material that's like OEM was underneath the carpet. And since then, I get a lot of heat from like the headers, like the floors heat up. We do get like exhaust fumes and things like that. And basically I always wanted to do this was, next time I got the carpet up and was going through the interior, to install like a Dynamat type material. I researched the products that were available, and like Eastwood has one, Dynamat is like the classic. There's a bunch of others, but the one I kept coming across in like the forums and whatnot was this stuff. It's called Kilmat. I purchased it off of Amazon, and actually I purchased 2 boxes. So a box comes in different thicknesses. This one is 80 mil, and each box is 36 square feet. I bought 2 boxes, but in reality, it's only gonna take basically a box and a couple sheets to do this car. I'll use it on some other projects. And I was pretty aggressive with going up basically the firewall. And I will probably create a divider that goes behind the rear seat to kind of divide the trunk, and I'll cover it in this material as well. So a couple of reasons why I went with this stuff. Cost. It was very cost effective, but it was the balance of, it had really good reports from a performance point of view and its dampening capabilities. But it wasn't like crazy thick. So this one's 80 mil. So, I didn't want to add a ton of weight to the vehicle, but, this was kind of like the trade-off of like the right thickness. It has the foil on one side. It's a butyl material. It sticks fantastic. It's flexible. It cuts very easily with just like a utility knife or an X-Acto knife. It conforms very well to the floor pan. I did purchase like one of these urethane rollers, so when you're putting it down, once it's all in place, you hit it with this and it really adheres and conforms and kind of flattens out. You can do like on really compound curves and stuff. What I found is like do little relief cuts to help it kind of conform. I guess in theory, you could hit it with a heat gun to really get it malleable. I did not really have to do that. I did more just the relief cuts in a couple spots. The other thing I did which is probably overkill, I purchased one of these foil tapes. So as you lay the panels down, right, you're laying them down, you're sticking them down, you can use the tape to cover and seal the seam. I did this specifically on like my passenger side toe board area, just in case the cowl or even the heater core ever leaks in the future, to kind of protect the sheet metal underneath. But yeah, great little product. Kilmat, highly recommended. I'll show some video. Again, this is not going to be an exhaustive video on how to install this stuff, but I'm going to show some video on this going in the Cougar, and hopefully some driving videos in the future, kind of just confirming, how it changed the ride characteristics of the car. So I will show some of the installation videos now, but basically, simple stuff: clean surface, vacuum it, clean it. I think the directions recommend, like using rubbing alcohol or any other sort of like cleaner like that won't leave a residue. And then you just start sticking it and putting it on. And then when you get a weird shape, mark it up with a pencil or a pen and then cut. But very simple, nice product. I will include links to the Kilmat, the roller, even the foil tape that I used in the description below. But I appreciate if you like this video and subscribe to the channel. So I'm just going to start adhering each panel to the back here. I have the little roller to kind of get it to kind of form to the contours of the floor. I have this roll of foil tape, which is for the seams, which is pretty extreme in my opinion for what I'm using it for. I also have my heat gun in case I really need to get it pliable, which I might need to go over, you know, like this more of the less gradual shapes. But that's it. I'm going to start applying piece by piece here. And get it all stuck down. I've been installing the Kilmat, and it's pretty easy. I mean, it goes on, it sticks well, it's really flexible. I've only gone through one box. I bought two, and I did basically all the way up to the platforms for the seats. So I have the little bit of the front floorboards. I'm gonna go up the firewall behind the dash. I just went up to basically the hump there, where the rear axle is. I am going to create some sort of divider that goes between the rear seat and the passenger cabin, and I will mat that all the way up. So basically it goes up to the package tray there. But it goes on really nice. Like I said, I have the tape that I purchased with it, like that foil tape that I'm going to run down the seams to make sure like no exhaust fumes, I guess, or anything like that come in the compartment. But it's a really nice product. It's easy to work with, easy to cut, easy to shape, sticks really well. So I'm happy with it. So I finished up the Kilmat on the front half of the car. And you can see I kind of went up the firewall. I did it after patching up a couple of little holes with some sheet metal, welding that in. And there's the material. Again, the back half is in, back seats are in. So now it's a matter of putting in the front section of carpet. The interior is all back together. It has the sound deadener under the carpet. So that's really it. Interior's refreshed, revived, and it's time to start driving this thing. Yeah, so everything's going great. First real test drive, first nice day of the spring. You know, with the mat all in, it definitely, you don't hear like all the little rocks and everything that would kick up and, you know, make noise. So it feels a little more solid. Just running my hands up and down the transmission tunnel, not getting as much of the heat. Not noticing nearly as much. One of the headers every now and then, like under a heavy acceleration, hits the floorboard. You get like a little knock. Not hearing it as much. So maybe that's getting dampened a little bit too. But you know, it was an easy product. I noticed on Amazon lately there's some other versions, you know, like kind of like knockoff versions that with the same specs, you know, that 80 mil, 36 square feet per box. That's even more cost effective. So, you know, I wouldn't hesitate trying that either. But yeah, pretty nice product. Happy to have the interior all back in this thing and getting it ready to enjoy. So that was really my maiden voyage with the interior all back together and the sound deadener. You know, and again, it needed to be done. It should have been done. And just, you know, from a fit and finish, it just, like I said, it just feels and sounds more solid, I guess is the best way to explain it. But otherwise, I'm happy with the Kilmat material. So that's this particular video. I have a longer form video of when I redid the entire interior. But you're going to be getting many more videos on this car in the road, especially now that the nice weather's here. So like, subscribe, and check out the playlist related to my 67 Mercury Cougar.